Yo, good motherfucking afternoon, everybody. Let me set up my mic, set this stuff up, tweet this, get all my sources open. We'll be joined by Thoreau shortly. I'm sure you guys have had the pleasure to listen to him recently. When you guys hop in chat, say what's up, let me know what's good. Gonna do about an hour stream today. Gonna do some catching up on the markets, spend some time away from the computer just to keep the keep the mental health alive. Sometimes staring at a screen all day is not really fucking healthy for you, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Let me open this, get my little notepad open, and we'll get the stream started. Let you guys stream in for the next few minutes. Man, these Twitch ads are annoying. I haven't even accepted affiliate yet, and they're already pounding me with stupid adverts. Streamlabs. Alright. Should be good. Let's see if we're up here. Beautiful. And we're definitely live now. Drank some coffee, had some Timmy's. It was fucking delicious. I don't know if you guys have Timmy's where you're at, Tim Hortons, but yo, this shit is primo fucking coffee right there. Primo. Hey, what's up, Urban TA? Yo, let me. If you're still down for next Wednesday, let's make it fucking happen, my friend. It's gonna be good having you back on. How have you been, Urban TA? You've been doing a lot of work trading, or you've been enjoying the summer like me? Boom. Let's take a look at BTC real quick. Yeah, so right now I'm pretty sure we're gonna do something like this. I mean, obviously it's a fucking guess, but I don't think we're gonna tank straight down. I definitely think the overall direction is gonna be this way. However, I think we might take a bit of liquidity on the way down. Probably tag 8.8, 8.7, this HVN area. I think that would make for a logical area to hit. Let's put on the 3-day here. Managed trading and partying. Finished my order placement early this morning. Nice, man. Yo, parties in the summer are fucking great. I don't know where you live at, but I'm in Canada, and dude, in the winter it's cold as fucking balls, and you don't want to be out at 3, 4 in the morning in like minus 40 Celsius temperatures, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You're gonna have to excuse my lack of education on that one, but it's fucking cold. Yeah, BTC's pretty fucked at the moment. I don't know if we're gonna see, like, my ultimate area is 7.9, which is the 0.382 retracement level of the entire range. So if we were to take the monthly, boom, boom, if we were to take this shit, hold up, where's my tool? This. Yo, Thoreau, you there? I think I just heard a ghost. Never mind, it's not Thoreau. So yeah, so if we actually take the fib tool, it coincides pretty perfectly with this POC slash 0.382 fib retracement level. So I think we'd see one hell of a fucking bounce if we manage to get back to this level. Now, will we? I don't know, but I do think it would be a healthy level to retrace to overall. Empirical, yeah. as long as we know if it's cold or hot, that's all that matters. Hey, what's up, Porky? Welcome back, my friend. Always a pleasure. What are you doing today? Yo, everyone's fucking calling me. 1 second. Hey, bro, I'm on stream right now. Is it an emergency, or can I call you back? All right, cool. I'll call you back in like an hour. All right, ciao. Sorry, guys. Think you want to fuck around today. Bagsy doesn't have time to fuck around today. Bitcoin low isn't in. You heard it here first, my man. I'll take your word for it, my friend. So yeah, if I were to look at some BQX, this is like one of the only shit coins on Binance that looks somewhat decent at the moment. Still not perfect, but and I'm not sure about how legit this volume is recently. I don't know how much of it's wash trading or not, but I am keeping my eye on BQX ethos. As long as it can maintain above this like 1057 level, I think we might just test this area maybe here. That's about 15-20%. So that's one coin to look out for. Ren I've been tracking like a fucking hawk lately. So yeah, so like I managed to get some bids filled in this green area earlier. I missed my sells by like fucking 10 sats. I'm pissed. But for me, at least on Ren, I'm just waiting for price to at least get back above here, consolidate hopefully, or at least break above, retest, and then we would probably see some all-time high prices, or at least the recent highs that we had in December. Forget how much Republic. Sorry, my dyslexia is acting up again. Boom. So yeah, so what the fuck? Yeah, let's Republic. Let's use. Interesting. I don't know why Ren doesn't have coin signals anymore. This is just really ugly price action. It's not even. Hold up. Okay, there you go. That's better. Okay. So yeah, so I was talking about this lower level of the box, and we retested it perfectly so far as support. It's a decent. Yeah, it looks all right. Like I'm not. Hold up. I think we could at least retest this area if we're able to break past this. This is where I target next. That would make the most sense to me, at least, or at least around anywhere around this box. And if price, let's say, were to shoot right through it, let's say we get a bounce, break through, I try to catch any type of retrace because that's all-time high. And if we're an all-time high, I wouldn't be surprised that we at least go for the some type of extension. Hold up. Settings. Yeah, if you guys in chat have any questions, feel free to ask. So yeah, so I look for like the 22k sat level, or sorry, 2.2k sat extension level. That would make sense to me. And if that goes, then we're going into Valhalla with that. Hey, what's up, Sloth Dolores? Isn't it annoying your hot breath swirling around your face? Nah, man, minty fresh, my friend. Brush my teeth, floss, clean gums, clean smile. It's really nice in this mask. Ooh, I do want to see your Walton chain setup. Nice. Yeah, Walton chain looks all right. Okay, that's your entry. Yeah, it's chill, man. Good stuff. Let me see on my end what it looks like. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, so one thing I don't like, doesn't mean it's the end of the world, but there's a pretty significant bearish div here. I guess technically it's not a div because price didn't make a higher high. However, the difference is still really noticeable in strength, so something to watch out for. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback to 17.5, maybe something like this. If it's bullish, and if it's bearish, then we'd probably see like something like that. I'm betting on a pullback, but so far, I mean, structure isn't broken, so it looks pretty bullish. However, that's something to take into consideration. If I put on the 1 hour, uh, yeah, I don't know, 50-50. I really don't know on this one. If I had to bet, I'd say up, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a shakeout. And right now, like the POC of the range is right at 20. What value is that? It's 2016. So, like, if someone were to want to get into a long on Walton Chain, I'd definitely wait for price to get back above the POC level here. If not, I look for a long around 17.5. I wouldn't be purchasing right below the POC. The R&R isn't worth it for 4%. I don't know. Nightbot, I saw. Hey, what's up, John Lick? What's up, C-Nate? Yo, what's up, Dead Rabbits? Yo, I gotta catch up on chat. 1 second, guys. Yeah. Don't worry, in math. I got your little caca coin. Don't you worry. Oh, dude, Tori, I really appreciate you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I might have gotten some inspiration from Loma. Yeah, Loma is big on Walton Chain right now. Yeah, no, exactly. Betting on Walton Chain going to 0. I don't know about 0, but that'd be something. I'll check EVX also. Let me get a little list for you guys, alright? Let me get a little list, because right now, Bagsy's getting overwhelmed with coins. EVX. Yeah, if you guys have any other shit coins you want me to tackle, let me know. Alright. What's up, Infamous? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Yo, you wanna hop on stream with me? Let me know. Oh.
Hey!
Hey, man! What's up, bro?
Yo, what's good, brother?
How you doing, you sexy soul?
Infamous, you're right on time, boy. Shit. Oh, bro. I literally just read the Dead Rabbits fucking comment, and he said, I'm in my 40s. My wife is looking at me in disbelief as I spend my evening watching a web chat with a guy 20 years younger than me in a plastic skull mask. I was like, bro, you better hire a fucking private investigator because she's about to start cheating. Real
Fuck, man, it's good to have you. But yeah, like the wife will never understand, and that's why you gotta put this. You gotta put me on Google. What's it called? Incognito mode, and just kind of hide the screen from time to time so she doesn't know. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's when you watch on mobile, bro.
On mobile,
Just in case. I mean, if she sees Bagsy hit a couple 2X's, you know, she might be up in her spot trying to get on him.
Yeah.
Fucking snipe him real quick.
Might be into the
You know,
mask.
I heard you talking about in your mask earlier. I was lurking for a little bit before, watching because I got a big ass thing of sunflower seeds in my mouth.
Nice.
So I was gonna wait. No, it's not good, bro. I got a story about sunflower seeds.
Okay.
Fucking. Do you use toothpaste with fluoride in it?
Probably.
Oh shit, bro, it's a wrap. Like normal Colgate.
One of those bullshit brands. What's
Damn,
what's the deal on?
The government, his brain is rotting away. He's got no pineal gland. Do not listen to anything he says at all.
Oh God, what brand toothpaste would you recommend then?
No, I'm just trolling, bro. I was just watching like conspiracy videos and like flat Earth videos and shit. And these people are like real fucking crazy. It makes me feel good, dude. I'm glad I'm not that delusional. Like I'm low key delusional, but not so much that I really believe that shit. So.
Yeah, man. Well, dude, there's a problem with fluoride in the water, actually. That's a pretty big thing in the States. Canada, not so much. Like, where I'm from, they have pretty good filtration, but apparently they have been adding some high doses of fluoride to the water. And I don't remember exactly what it does. I think something like pacify people, but don't quote me on that shit. I haven't looked into it.
It pacifies your pineal gland, which is what helps you like quote unquote stay woke. But I don't know if I believe that shit, bro. I think like
I do, man, 100%. I mean,
really?
Well, I mean, about the water thing or whatever, but why wouldn't they? You know, why wouldn't they want to pacify people that they're trying to actually, you know, not control but subdue or govern? I don't see why they wouldn't. It would be a pretty big scandal if it were so, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least. They've done a lot more fucked up shit before You know?
Yeah, I think if that was the case, though, you'd see that like real big time in countries like North Korea and China, though, where they're actually like really dictating what the fuck people do. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like the
Mm-hmm.
States is the only country that quote unquote does that, but China, North Korea, like all these dictatorships, Russia, like in reality, they would probably do the same shit because they're just that's the most like control that you could get, you know, when it comes to the world. So I just think like if that was real and there was any like weight behind that, they would do it in
Mm-hmm.
countries like that too.
And
I mean, they
for
might. Who
sure
the
they're
fuck
not.
knows?
Yeah, that's the thing. Are they not, like, for sure? Are they not, or?
I mean, tested water levels do not show that. Yeah, so
Okay,
like, if
okay.
you,
Oh,
yeah, to my knowledge, I mean, I don't fucking know, bro. I'm trying to get out of the states honestly, because like all this, like, bro, people are just trying to create problems out of everything. Like literally, like there was a whole Christian privilege thing today, and like I'm not
really?
very religious, but like, yo, you guys are really have nothing better to do than sit around on a fucking Sunday and talk about Christian privilege. Like, if it's not Christian privilege, it's male privilege or white privilege or fucking female privilege or this or that. Like, yo, you guys are fucking dumb. Just chill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really spend too much time looking into that shit. It's for me, it's kind of a not a waste of yeah, a waste of energy. Like, especially for the shit I can't change. Anything religion just turns me off. Not to speak ill on anyone. Like, if you believe in something, then 100% go for that. But when it comes to stuff that I just can't change, I try to at least not spend too much of my energy fighting it or, you know, rooting for a cause. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but
Yeah, bro. You know what I just realized
what's up?
watching flat Earth videos.
What? The Earth is flat?
After this we'll get back to crypto
Yeah,
because everybody wants to hear that shit.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah, that religion's just dumb as fuck, bro. Because they talk about in the Bible. Well, at least the Bible is dumb as fuck. And I got a cross tattooed behind my ear, so like keep in mind,
Mm-hmm.
this is coming from like a believer, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about how like when God created the planet, it was a dome, and I'm like, all right, that's it. These people are just dumb as fuck. They just didn't know shit back then, and they didn't have science, so they just made all this shit up in this book and said the Earth is flat and it's a dome. That's it. It's a wrap. That ruined religion for me. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I'm not gonna go into my background too much because docs and all that shit. But I believe in something. I don't necessarily believe in the 50 whatever 100 religions that we've created, and each god is the god, number one god. I think that I do believe in a higher entity. I think there's a lot of stuff that we can't necessarily explain, especially not through science. So I'm willing to believe that there is a higher purpose, higher energy, whatever. Do I know what it is or what that thing is called? No, I have no fucking idea. But I'm definitely not a person who believes in, I guess, nothing. I think that's kind of, I don't know, not irresponsible, but I like to at least live up to some type of, not moral code. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say with that. But I like to believe that there's at least something governing everything. And I don't know what that is. But that's me.
there's some guy in the chat named Infamous XBT, and he said there's a higher purpose. His name is Infamous XBT, and I agree 100%. I'm gonna start working. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to join, I'll have sermon tonight at 8 o'clock. I'll send out a link. But yeah, let's get to these shit coins, bro. We got Raven pulled up. What's good? What's the move? Give me some financial advice.
Oh yeah, it's a good time for that actually. This is not financial advice. If you guys didn't read the 100 disclaimers below. But yeah, no, Raven's looking pretty good. It's kind of got this fucking meme inverse Head and Shoulders. I fucking hate Head and Shoulders, but you could see it. I'd wait for price to break above 505. I'd probably enter along on like a 4-hour close. And from there, I just target R1 because if we're just to use a VPVR, it's a really low volume node area, so there shouldn't be too much resistance getting up there. You could shave some profit up here, or whatever, but I target 640 on a break. I think it will break to the upside. I don't think we'll get rejected unless Bitcoin does something that I don't think it'll do, but who the fuck knows. Yeah, what's up, Cine? Do you believe in John Bollinger? Uh, I'll let you take care of that, Thorough.
Bands to make her dance, boy.
Yo, dude, I have a question actually about that whole Instagram shit. What do you plan on building on top of that?
Oh, my IG.
Yeah.
Yo, I deleted that shit last night.
Why? Was it just
Bro, that shit is so fucking plebbish. Like, honestly, like, literally, I don't know, bro. I don't like it. Like, originally I was gonna use it to get pussy and that's it, but like, yeah, bro, that shit is just whack. I have no time for that shit, and I got too consumed in it. Like, I'd find like motorcycle videos of people running from the cops, and I'd be spending like 2 hours on that shit, and I just realized like, yo, I don't have enough self control for this, and I'm trying to give up like a lot of desires and a lot of like vices and shit. Like,
Mhm.
I stopped smoking. I would like
Really?
stop drinking for the most part. Yeah,
That's
bro.
fucking
I
hard,
fucking
man.
yeah. I'm celibate right now, which is like for me extremely hard because my biggest addiction has always been like sex and like
Mhm.
women and stuff like that. So I'm trying to like get rid of my temptations in every way just to see how that. Uh, I don't know how it changes that like the course of my daily routines and shit. And so like for me, IG was like I said, basically just to get pussy and that's it. And so
Mhm.
now that I'm celibate, I really have no like reason. I don't really give a fuck what people got going on in their lives and shit. You know, like
Mhm.
see what they're doing and what bars they're at and stuff. Like, so that's pretty much it. Originally, yeah. I mean, I was gonna get to scamming on there, finamming and shit. You know,
Mhm.
fucking the whole lifestyle thing. Like, yo, look at me
Finagling.
travel. Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly. Look at me travel and do all this crazy shit and go to the club and fuck dots and pop bottles and shit. But then I'm like, yo, fuck that.
Mhm.
I've come to like I've had a real big like breakthrough recently, honestly.
What like so far? What have you noticed in terms of your like your well-being? Have you had any changes since the time you've made that decision, or has it been too soon for you to kind of experience anything yet?
Which one? Because
Uh,
they all weren't concurrent. They were all like separately.
okay. Well, I mean, I don't know in which order you did it, but let's say, when did you decide to become celibate? Was this last night or?
Yeah, sorry, bro. So I was kicking it with my ex girlfriend's best friend,
Yeah.
and like we had already fucked and shit. Like basically a few weeks after me and my ex girlfriend broke up, like we started hanging out and shit, right? And like at first, I just did it to be spiteful, honestly, and
Yeah.
like yo, like be on some shit. And like I posted screenshots on my old account of just like how fucking crazy she was. Like, bro, within 3 weeks of knowing each other, she
Oh,
had, like she threatened to kill herself twice and like all kinds of wild shit. And I'm like, yo, this is not even like worth it. So one night we're laying in bed and shit, and I hit my dude Crypto Kobe up, and I'm texting him like, yo, I need you to call me and tell me you got into a car accident or something like that, so I
oh,
could
I
dip.
saw that shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Because I just like got there and I was like, yo, I don't even want to be here really, and like I had a lot of regret for going. And so like he ended up not calling me, and I'm like, fuck it, let me just call him. So I pretended like I was reading a text. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So I called him like, what do you mean you got robbed? Oh shit, they shot Steve or whatever the fuck. And so I
Steve.
pretended like one of my friends got robbed and shot. And so I left. And like when I went to leave, she was pissed, and I'm like, "What the fuck? If you actually like legit like, she had no clue it was fake. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, if my homie really just got shot, there's no way like if you're actually mad at me for leaving, that's kind of fucked. So
Very,
even though I was lying, like that shit pissed me off. And
dude.
and so like, all right, so I went back over there again, like shit, like 2 weeks later, maybe 3 weeks later, I don't know. I was just bored. And I'm like, fuck it. And she works at a restaurant, so I was like, yo, get me food. So she got me food and shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go over there, get this food, probably bust a nut and dip.
Yeah.
And so I went over there. We ate and shit. So we're just kicking it, like laying down in bed. And you know, she's like gets butt ass naked, like, oh, I'm warm. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're just trying to fuck that. And I just wasn't feeling it, bro. I just wasn't feeling it at all. So like, I left.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yo, sorry, like I don't even want to be here right now.
Mhm.
And I don't know, bro. I just realized, like, I just had this epiphany, like, wow, like, I don't know, man. I fucked a lot of thoughts, honestly. And like, I looking back on it, it was like a lot of just time and energy and shit, like, wasted.
Mhm.
And just I don't know, bro. Like the universe had aligned itself where like I had heard two messages, one from like Mario, the R&B singer, and another
Yeah.
one from this dude named Prince Donald on Instagram
Okay.
about like how like I don't know, bro. That's like your seed. You know what I mean? That's your DNA that you're like literally splattering out everywhere every single
Hmm.
time. And like I've always been against like I've always been no fap, like just probably because I've always had like girls around and stuff like that, but just because like anytime I would jack off, bro, I would just feel like such a pleb afterwards and
Hmm.
have like this misery, like, wow, what the fuck did I just do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I just look back and I'm like, yo, like I've wasted a lot of time and like given a lot of my seed and like my DNA and my energy like to like these worthless ass thoughts. And like, yeah, it was fun and shit at the time, but like once you fuck enough girls, bro, it just becomes like so monotonous and just like
Hmm.
corny, honestly. Like, and keep in mind that's coming from like someone who hasn't like not even to like humble brag or anything. Like, I really don't have to put too much energy into it. Like,
Hmm.
it usually is more beneficial for me than it is for them because like a lot of girls will buy me stuff and do things for me and shit like that.
Hmm.
And I just realized like, wow, like I'm not really exactly happy with where I'm at. And one thing that I haven't tried to do per se is like give up that vice. And so I just realized like when shit wasn't feeling right with that chick, and then I saw this message, like I was listening to a show with Mario, the R&B singer,
Yeah.
and then this dude on IG who's like he's I don't know, but he's just a smart dude. And like all three of those things hit me like within a span of a week. I was just like, wow, maybe like the universe is trying to tell me something. And so I feel good, bro. I feel like renewed. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
I look back and like, so I was supposed to move to Houston, but I caught a case and
Okay.
I got to go to court and shit, so I couldn't move. And like the dudes who I was supposed to move with last night texted me and were like, "Oh, we're going to the club and popping bottles. You're missing out." And I'm like, "Yo, that shit is so whack. Like, you're literally about to go spend a couple $100s on like a $40 bottle to try and impress chicks who don't even look twice at you while you sit there and gawk at them while they dance with fucking bums like bouncers,
Hmm.
bartenders, and like just random ass bums who they're gonna fuck after they leave the club, and you're gonna leave drunk, tired, and with some empty ass pockets, all because you wanted to try and like show out for some pussy. And like, I don't know, bro. This shit is kind of like comical now. So I feel good, dude. I feel renewed.
Hmm.
That was a really long fucking answer, so I'm sorry for rambling.
No, that's fine, and that's it's a good point. Like, I think that you've come to a place where you self-respect yourself a lot more than you may have before. So you turning down certain people is not only beneficial for you because you don't feel like you need it, but also you're respecting your own, I guess, self. I don't know if there's
Yeah,
a.
100, bro, 100. And that's the craziest part is like I used to be like so contradictory where I'd be like, yeah, I could do whatever I want and fuck all these thoughts, but like if a girl does that, she's a hoe and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like I still somewhat no, I don't even believe that for real, bro. I feel like now like the tables have turned where men like need to respect themselves more and like I'm not even gonna like waste my time fucking with you if you're just like if you're not worth my time, you know what I mean? Like you gotta be pretty high like upper echelon for me to even really spend a minute with you. And I was already like kind of like that before, you know what I mean? Like I really wouldn't waste time with chicks, but now it's like strict, just no, like no nonsense at all. And I think a lot of guys now are like so upset about girls just being hoes and like doing their thing and shit. And it's like, well, when you get the opportunity to fuck a hoe, you don't deny that. You know what I mean? So you're kind of only promoting that in a sense. So like, if you really want that shit to stop, you've got to be the one to step forward and say like, no, I'm cool. Like you're a thought. I don't want to smash and move on. And I actually witnessed that for the first time
Mm-hmm.
with a dude from Ireland at a bar like 2 weeks ago, and like this really good looking girl was trying to smash, and he was like, "No, I would never fuck you. You're a thought, like,
Wow.
period." And I was like, "Wow, bro, I got mad respect for you because we're drunk and she's pretty fucking hot, and you're
Mm-hmm.
still turning around." So
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's what guys need to do for real. Because if you think about like the natural order of things,
Mm-hmm.
men are naturally supposed to lead, right? So if you guys want like quote unquote women to respect themselves and whatnot. And like if that's what you agree with, like there's some people who are like, yeah, let's just all be hoes and shit and do our thing. Like, and that's fine. Whatever you believe you could uh live through your actions and not your words. But you've got to be the one to put your foot down and like not promote that shit. You know what I mean? Stop gawking over girls on Instagram with their asses out. Stop being impressed by girls shaking their ass in the club. Stop trying to fuck everything that walks because like you're trying to bust a nut. Like that shit is just thirsty. And if like small shit like that impresses you, bro, you're gonna be fucking like miserable with whoever you end up with.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, how could I? For me, I started out pretty slow when I was in high school and all that. I was more into whatever, the finer things in life, like fucking cards, bullshitting, and I wasn't really big into girls. And eventually, when I got to college and uni, I met up with some friends, and they taught me a bit more on that. And I'm at a point now where like, I'm confident in myself, so it's like I'm good in that sense. I don't feel like I need it, and I've also been in an open relationship for almost 3 years now, so like, shit's good. But at some point, I remember I slept with a girl, and I did it just because, like, I felt bad or pity for the person. Like, she was going through her own shit, whatnot, and she was a friend of mine, and she was in my bed, whatever. We went out one night, and I fucked her, but I felt like I betrayed my own self by doing it because I didn't really want to. Like, I wasn't attracted to her. She, like, it wasn't something I wanted to do. And ever since I did that, for a few months after, I kind of not fell into a depression, but I was like, fuck, why did I do that? You know, why did I not listen to my own self? So when you said, you know, you're living by your own whatever, you don't necessarily need it at the moment. Like, I have a lot of respect for that, and I think it comes with experience too. So I relate to you on that note. And yeah, to our viewers at home, this is like a mix of cryptocurrency and real shit. So if you guys don't like it, I do apologize. But
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck, bro? I just came here to talk about
yeah, I
shitcoin.
feel, yeah, I'd save my investments, guys. But yeah, no, like, if you guys go hunting, whatever, with your boys or whatever you do, I mean, it's fun, and it's not to say don't do it, but you're not gonna find fulfillment by going clubbing, buying bottles, trying to impress other people. It just doesn't work like that. Sure, I'm not saying you can't meet a good girl. It's hard. Just in general, it's hard, but don't expect to go clubbing to go and meet your Pocahontas. Like, you're gonna find her in the
I
forest.
think do that and experience it, bro. Because like it's one thing, like,
Yeah.
but you come to realize, like, the thing is, like, once you start indulging in your vices, like, bro, I've had money, I've had drugs, I've had hoes, I've had everything, and like you realize, wow, like the problems within. That's why, like, it's funny that this Joey Icon dude in the chat is like, "Do you take shrooms? I think that will help, no joke." And like, "Are you going through a midlife crisis?" Like,
Hmm.
no, bro. When people go through midlife crises, they show out and they do things outside of themselves. Like, they buy new cars and they fucking leave their wives for younger girls and shit like that. Like, if anything, I feel like I'm doing the opposite and becoming more enlightened because I'm like stepping away from all that shit. Like, bro, I could go and buy a fucking whatever I want. I could go do anything I want. Like, I'm 24 and I fucking like don't need to work for shit. You know what I mean? Like, I could
Hmm.
do whatever. I just choose to fucking. I think this is the only path that I haven't tried. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's just where I'm at. Blame testosterone. I don't know what that means. Shit,
Yeah.
my testosterone's pretty high, bro.
Yeah. If anything, testosterone doesn't. It doesn't change your character. It just amplifies it in some ways. Like the whole aggression thing. I mean, you would know more about testosterone and all that than I do. I did study it at some point because I used to sell research chemicals at some point. But but yeah, no,
Yeah,
like,
I don't know what like angle he's trying to get at. Blame
no, me neither.
testosterone
I don't know.
as far as I don't know. Well, I know that like I mean testosterone helps assist in like better decision making, more confidence, stuff like that.
Hmm. Just it regulates your hormones too. It's like testosterone is so important in men. I'm not saying like necessarily injecting to high levels, but when you're 30, 40, when you're in your 40s and your testosterone starts to drop off, like doing TRT or like testosterone replacement therapy, that shit's important. I'm not advocating
Yo,
that
younger
everyone
than
does it.
that, bro. Your body at like 23, your body naturally stops producing testosterone.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, like diet and lifestyle. So like the way they put out like the reports for what's normal, right? Because right now, normal testosterone averages, whatever, go look at it, go pull up a chart, is different than what it was like 50 years ago. Because what they do is they survey the population from like a large amount of people. They take an average from that survey, and then they determine, okay, for this age group, that's normal. For this age group, this is normal, so on and so forth. So like what's considered normal now is way, way lower than what's considered normal 50 years ago. So like, let's say your grandfather was 50 years older than you. On average, like the average person's grandfather, let's just say for this example, they're 50 years older. At the age you're at now, his testosterone is 50% higher than yours is, because each year men's testosterone levels has been dropping by 1% per annum since like fucking the 50s. And that's just because lifestyle changes, diet, you know what I mean? Being less active, having more like sedentary lifestyles and shit like that. So even what's considered normal now is not normal historically. So like I think, I mean, bro, I've done a lot of, not a lot, I've done a decent amount of exogenous hormones, and I can tell you like physically, mentally, emotionally, I've never felt more superior. Like comparing myself to like myself, you know, I'd say like of all versions of me, I felt the best while I was taking like exogenous hormones all around, like period. Now I have no like problem saying that, no shame in the fact that I did them, because I think it's like good if you do it responsibly and you do it right, you know. And I don't think you need to wait that long either. Like men's testosterone stops producing naturally at the age of 23. I think if you're like 25, obviously go get tested and shit. If you're anything under like 1,000 nanograms per deciliter or whatever the fuck the test is, I would consider just getting like a low dose test and just fucking pinning that shit, honestly.
You heard it here first, guys, on Bagsy TV. I'm just kidding, but yeah, what's up, Henry Hen? Yeah, guys, I don't know. There's also something, I don't know if you've heard about SARMs, probably.
Yeah, I don't fuck with anything that's unnatural. Like that's why I like tests, because your body already naturally produces it. So I don't see, like, that's why it's confusing that there's such a negative connotation on it. It's something that already naturally exists in your body. Like I wouldn't take anything outside of that. Like, yo, I know dudes who take fucking pro hormones and shit like that, and it's like $120, $150 for a bottle of pills. It's like, bro, you could pay $100, $80 and have a fucking vial of test, 10 grams, and it's like pure. So I wouldn't fuck with anything but that, because honestly, for one, it's the cheapest, and for two, like it's technically the most natural because what you're taking already exists inside you.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Yeah, that looks pretty good right now. Just looking at basic attention token. Yeah, guys, don't do drugs. And if you do drugs, just do your research. Be smart about it. It's not like, try different things. I'm not saying obviously, do heroin and shit, but but try different stuff. Like, I've enjoyed mushrooms lately, actually. I haven't done any in the last month or so, but this year I started experimenting a bit with it, and that's been pretty fun. However, I took a break off the weed. It's been like, one of my best friends in town, so I actually just smoked up a few days ago, but I took a break for like a month, and once he leaves tomorrow, I'll probably stop doing it again. It's been all right. Were you ever into the whole marijuana, Thoreau?
Oh, dude, was I ever, bro? Dude, listen, when I was like 21, bro, I lived with a plug, like a big fucking plug, bro. I'm talking like anytime we had fucking 13 to 15 pounds on deck, bro. One time we got a lick hit on us. He was out of town and I was fucking working at the time. And I came back to the crib, bro. There was 42 grand worth of weed gone. Someone hit a lick on it. So yeah, bro, for like, this is why I don't really smoke now, is because for a year straight while I lived with him, we smoked probably fucking an eighth every day, like 2 or 3 blunts. And then for a year straight, either like Lebanese blonde hash or some form of shatter, like every single night for a year straight. And like, he's the plug, bro. So keep in mind, like, every time I get fried, I'm sitting there like, shit, tonight's going to be the night DEA comes and knocks down our door. So like every time I get high, like I feel like my mind reverts to that, and I get a lot of like anxiety and paranoia now, because when I used to get high, I would go to bed thinking like, shit, DEA is going to come knock down our door and I'm going to go to fucking jail while I'm fried right now.
Fuck. Dude, I get some PTSD from that shit myself, man. It sounds stressful.
Yo, so what altcoins are you looking at, bro? I need some. I
So,
need some gems. I need some gems, dude. I haven't looked at altcoins in a fat ass fucking minute.
honestly, the only ones that look all right. One of them's on Huobi. It's RSR. Reserve rights. Just as a project, it's fucking. I'm pretty impressed with it, but the chart's pretty good too. So here's the chart. Uh, yeah, I got in around 23, sold some up here, bought some back here. So I'm just riding it. CCI looks good. Like Coinbase has a lot of investment in it, so I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna be listed on Coinbase one day. Obviously, this is just me taking a guess, but it would make sense. This one looks alright. On Binance, Ethos looks okay. I don't know how real this volume was over the last weeks, but it's comparatively to what we've seen over the last weeks and months, this is the highest volume that I've ever seen on this coin, so could be something. We shall see. Apart from that, Cardano looks alright. I don't know if you got into a long on that or not. Let's see here. Yeah, I could see some more upside on Cardano, I think. CCI is about to cross green on the daily, really strong on the 12-hour. So I definitely think we'll see another leg up on Cardano up to like 680, something like that. Probably 670. I wouldn't be greedy. I'd say 672. It's another like 6-7%. And yeah, if anyone in chat has any shit coins you want me to look at, I'll get to them. Let me read chat quick. Reduce inflammation, meditate for lower cortisol, start working out, start eating fermented foods for gut health, ketamine or other psychedelics for neurogenesis and neuroplasticity equals best self. Fuck, I gotta get you on stream, Chainlink. Any comments through him?
Yeah, I mean, all that shit's legit. This dude obviously knows what he's talking about, but that's like complex for the average person. I mean, the best thing you could do for your test levels is move a lot, sleep right, and eat correctly. You know, like don't eat a lot of sugar and garbage. Don't drink any sugar for sure, or like high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Try to limit like all artificial sweeteners out of your life because that fucks with your gut health. Make sure you sleep like good and sleep deeply, and then lift weights. You know, like those three things are like. So if you look at like, let's pretend you have a pyramid, right? And like the first 90% is filled up with those three things. The top like 10% is all like the extra shit. So like for the average person, just lift weights, make sure you sleep well, and eat good food, and don't eat a lot of sugar or like sunflower oils, palm oils, shit like that. Make sure you eat like none of that hydrogenated shit. Like those three simple ass things will help you a lot more than like a lot of minor things will. But once you got those nailed down, if you want to explore like more complex solutions, then yeah, by all means. But like, make sure don't put the cart before the horse. Make sure you have like those three things right because they'll have the biggest like efficiency, I would say, as far as impact on like just your general health and well-being in general.
Can you go a bit into sweeteners and all that? Because I personally use sweetener more than I use sugar. Um, and I know there's like lesser evil. Which one do you think's a lesser evil and why?
I would use like, well, so all right, it's kind of like you got six in one hand and a half dozen in the other.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use artificial sweeteners. Like I still drink some every once in a while, but just for the fact that like it's artificial, you know what I mean? Like it's not a natural thing. It's like lab made, and I try to stay away from like dyes and stuff like that too.
Nice.
And like keep in mind, bro, I used to like literally wake up and drink like a Powerade Zero every single day for like the electrolytes and shit like that. But I realized like, yo, that's not the only option.
Right.
I would go with like raw organic cane sugar.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really make a difference for real because your body processes all carbs the same way. Like your body's not like, oh, this is fucking a banana. Let me process it this way versus like even a piece of bread. Like your body digests a piece of bread the the same way it digests 2 tablespoons of raw sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And so like cane sugar versus like raw cane sugar versus like just normal ass domino sugar, whatever you guys have in Canada, I don't think it really makes too much of a difference.
Yeah.
Maybe like with what is that shit called with the pea, bro, when they give you like a fake pill?
The fuck? Oh, placebo?
Placebo. Maybe like placebo effect. If you believe that it's better for you, then it actually will be, because you'll like literally think that. But I would just, I would stick with like sugar. I would try to cut both out for real. Period. What do you use sweeteners for? Like coffee and shit?
Yeah, just coffee. I don't bake.
Just drink it black, bro. Just drink it black, straight black. Make it nice and bitter. You know, studies show that people who like black coffee are more likely to be psychopaths. So it goes well with the mask.
I guess, yeah. To become a better trader, I'll just start drinking black coffee. It's great. I fucking hate black coffee, man, but I'll try. The fuck was it? I had something. Oh yeah, guys, we just hit 500 followers on Twitch. Yo, we did it in 24 days instead of 30. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. What's the next goal, Thoreau?
Fucking ballin', bro. Congrats.
Thanks, dude. What's the next goal
next
month?
5,000, dude. 10x that shit.
A 10x?
Yeah.
In how?
Michelangelo once said the greatest danger for men is not that we aim our goals too high and fail. It's that we aim our goals too low and achieve our mark. So I say set that bitch up 5K, 10K, and even if you hit fucking 3K, bro, it'll still be better than if you say 1500 and you hit that shit.
All right, what's the timeline I got? This one was
5K,
done. Yeah,
5K by fucking. What's the biggest crypto streamer at right now? Do you know?
On crypto?
I could sit out of my ass and be like, 100,000 by next week.
No, the biggest one I think that's actually live. He has 18,000.
Oh, bro, and he's not even fucking Bagsy. This should be easy, dude.
Like,
yeah, we got this in the bag, bro. I would say, so we'll say Monday, September 23rd. That's the last day of summer. By September 23rd, you gotta have 5,000 followers.
All right, let's fucking do it. Let me write this shit down.
Let's go.
Nope.
I'll do everything in my power to help you achieve that goal, even if that means buying bots to follow you. I'm totally trolling. I'm not gonna do that, but I'll do anything to help you.
Thanks, man. Same here, dude. And yo, you better fucking get on Twitch for real and start dropping that heat.
No, bro, I'm not getting on Twitch. I'm gonna start a podcast. I'm gonna start a podcast, bro, because there's too much boring shit out there, and there's no like actual conversation in the crypto space. And I feel like I don't know, bro. Whenever like we get on the show, I find it interesting and like kind of comical because we always go on like tangents about shit that's not crypto, and like people on Twitch might not like that, but if it's like a show and they expect that every single time, but they could also have like some crypto stuff peppered in and like be educated while they're being entertained. I think that's one thing that's like lacking big time in the community, because if you listen to like the bigger shows like What Bitcoin Did or Shill Nye's podcast or Unchained, whatever the fuck, they're all just like boring, and it's like we're gonna sit down with this person and talk about this, and they fucking sit there and interrogate them like they're the FBI, as opposed to like some people just having a conversation and talking about some like interesting shit, you know, because everything right now is so one-dimensional too. Like I'm more than just crypto, and like obviously that goes for everybody in the space. Like we're into all kinds of shit, like health and wellness, fitness, bro, fucking telling stories about like just
anything
crazy shit that we do, yeah, bro, and just something that you learn today, stuff like that. So like I would hate to like narrow myself down to one thing and be like, oh, I'm a crypto person, so let me fucking be boring and talk about crypto shit all the time. There's a podcast called Call Her Daddy out, and the girls are like complete degens, and they talk about like all the guys they fuck and like get girls.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, bro, and they like teach girls how to cheat and shit like that. And so I want it to be like similar to that, just because like I'm a dude, bro, and I listen to it, and it's fun as fuck to listen to, just because they're just so wild and out there, and like crypto is definitely lacking that.
Well, man, whenever you create it, I'm definitely gonna push for you, and I'll listen.
Yeah, you already know. See, I just gotta stop being lazy. I was thinking to myself today, like, what's the difference between being unemployed and self-employed? Like, or what's the difference between being like retired and just temporarily unemployed for a long time?
Literally no difference.
Yeah, I'm trying to work it out in my head, because I'm like, yo, I told someone today I'm self-employed. Like, shit, I haven't worked in a long fucking time. Like, yeah, I'm self-employed. What do you do? Not shit, kind of. I just chill and fucking troll on Twitter. Yeah, fuck dots and drink alcohol all day.
Yeah, but then the problem sets in. Like we're not made for that. We're made for a lot more. You know, if you have, especially if you're
Yeah,
someone,
knowledge, bro.
yeah,
100.
yeah, if you're someone with a brain and you need that type of stimulation. So I don't know. Like I never want to retire. If I retire, I still want to have some hobbies at least. Obviously, I don't want to be slaving away doing like fucking garbage collection or whatever. Not that doing that's bad, but at 70, like I want to keep myself mentally stimulated and at least feel like I'm achieving some sense of purpose or helping someone out, doing something. I'm still really young, but I at least want to know that I'm doing something to help someone else. And
Yeah, for
obviously,
sure, dude.
yeah, and
My
obviously,
partner in my partner in my accounting practice is 70, and he's like a multimillionaire, and his wife, like him and his wife both just like work nonstop. Like she works retail at like a place, just like helping like the most fucking pompous ass people,
hmm
and he is always like on the grind, like getting contract work for like tax structure and corporate restructure and stuff like that. And like in my head, I'm like, dude, you're fucking 70, bro. You got like 10 years at most left in you. Like, go travel, dude, have
hmm
orgies, shit like that, and fucking get drunk in different countries and stuff. And he's just like, yeah, well, I do that. And I also like to work, I just can't stop. You got to put the mind to work.
hmm
So you're 100% spot on, bro. Man was made to work for sure.
yeah. Dude, it's funny you talk about your accountant. I saw mine last week, and he's 69 going on 70. And he said, Bagsy, I don't know where the last 69 years have gone, and I know the next 10 are going to go by so quick that, fuck. And I could, not necessarily that he regretted, but he realized how quickly it all went by. So I think he knows that the next 10 years are going to be really important, especially how he spends them and what he does with them. So I get all that to say, I guess, everyone at home, don't waste your fucking time because one day you'll wake up, you'll be 69 years old, and if you didn't do shit by then,
Yeah,
you might
dude.
live
I
some
feel like,
regret.
yeah, bro, it's crazy. You don't want to like wake up when you're old as fuck and be like, man, I should have done this, I should have done that. Because in reality, like anything you could do in your lifetime, first of all, like it could be the best thing in the world, it could be like the shittiest thing in the world.
hmm
And there's a whole spectrum in between, right? But anything you do, like first of all, it's not gonna matter when you're dead because you're gonna be fucking dead. And second of all, like even 100 or 200 years out from now, unless you were like a real significant fucking human being, like Genghis Khan or Socrates or
hmm
something like that, like it's not gonna be talked about. And again, that's whether it's fucking the best thing in the world or the worst thing in the world. So like
hmm
you might think you're making yourself look dumb by doing this or doing that, or like think people are like, I don't know, bro. I think people like let fear overtake them, and it's like, yo, in 100 years, no one's gonna give a fuck about you or your existence, like, anyway. So you might as well just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like,
hmm
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's strange to see people held back so much, and like people wear these masks all day. Like, no pun intended, because you're wearing one.
No, but
Uh,
yeah. Sorry, go for it, man.
no, it's just like, yeah, it's just strange, bro. Like, I just am who I am. Like, I'm not apologetic about it at all, and like the people who I connect with very deeply, and that's the minority, But like at the end of the day, like I'm not trying to be a people pleaser, and like I'll be happy that I live my life that way when I'm older, as opposed to like just doing what the fuck I want, Like a lot of the shit I do, people think is unconventional, and like
hmm
the things I talk about are my ideologies, but like I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, it's my life. I'm here to like live my existence. You live yours, and in 200 years, no one will know shit about either of our existences anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, unless we got a Genghis Khan in chat, then start spreading that seed, boy.
Yeah, I'm the next Genghis Khan, bro. I'm telling you, in my lifetime, by the time I'm 30, I'm 24 right now. Mark my words, I'm gonna start a cult in real life, and it's gonna be fucking crazy, bro.
I know you will. That's the fucking worst part, or the best part. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised. And yeah, no, the whole mask thing, it's funny. But yeah, like when I started out in crypto and all that, I was telling my friends what I was gonna trade, what I was gonna do, whatever, whatever. And sometimes it'd work out, but other times it wouldn't. And you kind of get that you feel bad because you let your friend down and whatnot. So this mask for me is almost a way for me to protect myself from that while at the same time being able to authentically be me So I do believe I'm me to the fullest when I do this. However, it can be really hard to be yourself when you're afraid of outside judgment, outside people. So if you can find a way to get around it while still doing whatever you want to do, I think that's the winning move. Because if you do, you live your life and tippy toeing around other people and try not to rock the boat. Like you were saying, like you're gonna become an old man and you wouldn't have really done anything. And it's a life, it's an unfulfilled life, and I've seen it happen to too many people I know at that age. So I definitely know now that I never want to do that. That's for fucking sure. For fucking sure. Yeah, someone
Yo,
out.
dude in the chat said check out Digibyte.
Fucking Digibet. Yeah, sure. Also, someone asked like to chart your favorite stock, and they want to know if there's any hemp stocks.
No, bro, the cannabis game is played the fuck out.
Yeah, I think my friend bought the
uh,
top on that. I was like, dude, don't do it.
my favorite stock to trade is Tesla because like it always trades within like these two ranges that are like extremely predictable. So
Mhm.
I'd say trading wise, um, that's like at the top of my list. And like if you really want to get into like, well, hemp is different than cannabis. I don't know any hemp stocks. Like those are two different products.
Mhm.
Cannabis wise, like I would just go with solid companies. Canopy Growth is a good company. Afria is a good company. Aurora Cannabis. Um, I'm gonna try and play Tilray again
Mhm.
eventually because that was like a almost like an exact replica of like the Bitcoin bull run.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, bro, if you want to look it up on TradingView, TLRY. Well,
TLRY. Sure.
yeah,
And yeah,
it's kind of fried. It's kind of fried now.
yeah,
Um,
Tesla just bounced off the POC on the weekly here, so I think it should hold if it does actually. If it does actually bounce around here. I don't know what it did on lower time frames, but yeah, what is it? TLRY? I think I charted this with Ace the other day. Um,
yeah, bro. It looks like it went crazy, dude. Like
Filled the
it
gap.
went parabolic.
Yeah, yeah, that is like Bitcoin practically. That's like Bitcoin in 2014. Um, do you think this gap's gonna get filled down here?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't. Yeah, bro. I'm not even like at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if this bitch went to like $2 and then pump back up to fucking 300 again.
Like that, huh? What is this? What do they do exactly?
It's like it's a cannabis company,
Okay,
bro. I
okay,
don't
okay.
know. They like harvest it, I think, and fucking sell it to. They produce it, I think. Don't quote me on that because I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
I thought the shit topped out at like $150, and I tried shorting it. Next thing I know is that
Oh,
it like it just popped the fuck off, dude, and went to 300. Like literally,
jeez.
I thought it was over at 150, and I tried to short that shit, and I got destroyed.
Oh no. Yeah, Digibyte's actually kind of getting into this pennant. I mean, typically this would be a bearish pennant, and it would continue downwards if we were to look at patterns. I mean, but CCI is showing it's bullish on the daily, so that means there's at least some buy volume coming in. Let's look at the candles. I mean, the volume isn't great. We are looking at Bittrex, so take it with a grain of salt. I guess we could look at Digibyte on Bitfinex. It might be a better indicator. Volume
Yo,
show.
just know when Digibyte pops off, Coin is gonna follow,
Mm-hmm.
and if those two pop off and go like shit 10x within like 2 weeks, it's alt season, bro, and it's over with. That means everything's gonna fucking pump because Digibyte and Coin always lead alt season.
Hmm. Yeah, I have a position see a coin right now. Um, it's taking its sweet ass time though. That's all I know. Anyone counter trading CT with a Bitcoin long? I didn't know CT
Yo,
was.
all of PT was fucking long. What do you mean, bro?
Yeah, that's what
They were all short now because in hindsight they realized they fucked up and they want to pretend like they were right, but they were not fucking short, dude. They were all long. I remember everybody saying we're going straight to fucking like 12K, 11K. Nah, bro, it's going down. Shit is going down further than fucking 8,500 too, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to long, I'd long to 9.8. from there, I think we're gonna go straight down to like 8.7, 8.8. That would be the first high volume node area where I'd expect some type of bounce. Ultimately, I think.
Yeah, 8.7 looks real good. Honestly,
Mm,
8.7 looks real good.
yeah, ultimately, I think we'll see 7.9. That would do two things. One, it's the highest volume node. It's the POC of the entire range. Secondly, it's the 0.382 retracement level of the entire move up from January, and technically that level is a completely natural level to retrace to in this type of bullish up move. We've gone from like 3K to 13, so that's completely fine. So these two levels lining up to me is just, it would be too perfect, which is why I think it might play out like that, but we'll see. And I take my fib levels from the candle closes and not typically from the wicks. I've been taught to do both now, but on longer term things, I like to use candle closes. So that's why my 0.382 level is at 79.54, which is also the POC, unironically. So I'm looking at that level as the ultimate. Like, I'd long my longs there. I would take a
Yo,
long.
I just sent your chart. I just sent your chart on Twitter, bro. It's art. It's Picasso. Pull that bitch up real quick.
All right, all right, all right. In DMs or?
Yeah, yeah, DM'd it too.
Okay,
It
hold
looks
on.
almost identical to yours, actually. Now that I look at it,
Oh shit! All right, hold up. Let me just
pretty
close.
close.
Close my display capture. Don't want you guys seeing my DMs. Um. Oh
You
shit.
don't want to see. He doesn't want you to see him slide into all the crypto girls' DMs.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. We got similar levels. You think we're gonna go all the way down to 7.2, huh? Interesting.
No, I don't know. I think it's possible. I
Mm-hmm.
would like, all right, so take that as like see how everything reacts to those levels, and then like how the daily closes
Mm-hmm.
surrounding them. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that like the final like 7.2, the final boss. I don't think we'll hit that if we close above like 8,300 after bouncing off 7,900. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean
Mm-hmm.
on the daily. But I think it's possible for sure. Like they're all areas of a lot of liquidity, so.
Yep.
My shit looks like the American flag right now, bro, with all the support and
Dude,
resistance I got fucking drawn on here.
it's very American of you. I love it. Um, Cine said 7.2 is programmed, in my opinion. I don't know what you mean by program. Um, yeah, well, yeah, Dead Rabbit's laddering from 8.1 to 7.2. Yeah, no, as long as you don't over leverage yourself, you should be fine. And Buster says, Thoreau, dude, I fucking love you. See a coin and Digibyte are my main
Yo, I
bitches.
love you too, bro. Just remember, everybody in the chat, I've not studied TA for more than 90 seconds in my entire existence. So whatever I say is 100% correct, bro, because this is all just fucking taking a lot of crystal methamphetamine and staring at the fucking charts all day and just coming up with my own charting patterns and shit. I don't use that Wyckoff for them Bollinger Bands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got my own fucking system, bro. Shit. I'm kind of just talking shit, but I'm kind of serious too.
TV. Boom. Yeah, man. You definitely have to do your podcast. And dude, set a, obviously I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your life, but maybe set a deadline, man. By this date,
Yeah,
you're
no,
gonna
no,
have
no.
a
Listen, yeah, bro. I need a life coach, so you can tell me what to do. Fucking, I got to go to court on August 5th, so I'm gonna see how that goes. And if I don't go to the clinky, then
clicky.
if I don't go to the clink, bro, then I'm gonna start it then. And fucking, if I do go to the clink, then I'm gonna have hella stories for everybody and start it like immediately after. First day
Yeah.
out is what I'll call it. Originally, bro, I was gonna dip set and I was gonna just like leave where I'm from
Hmm.
and fucking just live my life on the dash. And I was gonna name it On the Run.
Yeah.
Because like it's multi-purpose, bro. Like I'm on the run, I'm doing shit on the run, and you could listen to it while you're on the run. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Hmm.
ideal. But yeah. So I'm gonna see how that shit goes, and then go from
All
there.
right, dude. Good. Like, what kind of time do you think you could be looking at the most?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. If
No
it's
idea.
yeah, it's I don't think anything crazy, but who
Okay.
knows? I mean, hey,
Yeah.
fucking,
You
I've
never.
got a record, so
Hmm.
it depends on how the judge is feeling that day and what kind of sleep she got the night before.
Yeah, and how well dressed you are, if you're
Nah,
smiling.
fuck that, bro. I'm walking in that bitch with some ripped jeans, a fucking t-shirt. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you're right though. Let me dress up and act like a polite person.
Not necessarily dress up, but at least, put some, put on a little act. It's
Yeah, first time I went to court, I was 15,
hmm
and I was like at the fucking thing, whatever they call it,
hmm
and the judge was like, she asked me something, I was like, yeah, and she was like, you mean yes? I was
Oh,
like, yeah. I was like, yeah, and she was like, yeah is not a word in the English language. It's yes. And I was like, yes, your fucking honor. God damn.
yes.
Like, you know what the fuck I meant? Shut
Yeah.
up.
Oh man. I mean, also you were a teenager at the time, so you didn't know any better. But you definitely didn't do yourself any favor that day. That's,
Yeah, shit. I didn't know. I didn't know shit, bro. I was young. I was
didn't
15,
give a
just chilling.
fuck. Dude, at 15, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, shit.
Shit.
I
Yeah,
met some wild motherfuckers in there too.
I can
Well,
imagine.
yeah.
And even
One
like,
of the dudes, one of the dudes I met ended up like killing someone off Craigslist. Like him and this old dude like posted a job offering and pretended like they were hiring people for a farm, and then they ended up just killing like I think like two people in a field, or they killed one and tried to kill another, and like he got away and snitched him out.
what the fuck? Jesus Christ, man. Like, who was the most interesting character you met in that time? Was it those two?
Yeah, I only met the kid because he was a teen. I didn't know who the fuck the dude was.
Okay,
He was
okay.
like 58. Um, I would say probably the most interesting. Hmm. Uh, well, when I was in jail, I met this dude. His name's Devontae, but he
Mm-hmm.
calls himself Cooley, and he's from the east side of Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like shopping in roofs of like shoe stores that sell like exclusive like Jordans and shit like that, and like LeBrons and Supreme clothes and all that stuff. And he hit like a dozen stores and just chopped the roofs in with axes, stole all their shit, hopped out and fucking sold it all. But he was probably the most interesting because like he got out of jail, started rapping and shit, got like a big following on Instagram, and I think went back to jail because like he stopped posting on IG, and just like he was just a cool dude in general, and
Mm-hmm.
fucking he was my bunkie for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And he just had stacks and stacks of like letters from chicks who were just fucking mailing him all day long, and it was just wild. And he was just a fucking dope ass dude all around. And then this other dude, this my first bunkie ever, fucking, he was in there because he was on probation and he smoked spice
Mm-hmm.
and ended up having a seizure.
What?
Yeah, bro. So that was kind of crazy. And then we got in trouble like the second night because he could beatbox real well.
Mhm.
So he like screamed, "Wake the fuck up!" and started beatboxing loud as fuck. And so they pulled like our whole corner, the whole corner of pods out that we were in. So it was like 10 of us because they didn't know where it was coming from. And he like stepped up to the plate and was like, "Yeah, sorry, it was me." And he ended up going to the hole
Yeah.
for
How
like
long?
I don't know, bro. I never saw him again after that. And then my next bunkie after that, I went to college with at Kent State,
hmm
and he was there because he got like caught doing coke or something on probation,
hmm
and fucking he tried to steal from me, so I almost had to fucking beat his ass, and then he ended up like requesting to switch cells.
Wow. Jesus Christ, man. You've met some characters.
Yeah, it's fun. Where I was at, there was a lot of tweakers and shit. There was this one
hmm
dude who fucking was so tweaked out on meth that ended up not sleeping. He stayed up for 17 days straight, and when he woke up, he was in the hospital.
What?
Yeah, I didn't even know that was possible, bro, to stay up for 17 days. Like,
I don't think it
that's
is.
pretty fucking crazy.
Like, I believe you, but I didn't think it was either. That's fucked. 17 days.
Yeah, dude, straight.
Yo,
And I
superheroes.
believe it, bro. These guys are like fucking mad tweaking, dude. Like,
hmm
they're robbing houses and shit just to get fucking. Oh, you know what? I met this other dude. Fucking. Yo, he was like real short and he was a fucking pillhead, bro.
Yeah.
And so he would let his teeth rot out and he would go to the dentist and have them pulled out so he could get pain pills to the point where he was 20. 22 or 23, and he only had like 2 teeth left.
He's like, fuck, I gotta find a new way around this.
Yeah, bro, he beat the system. He's like, fuck it, let me just. He's like, yo, I'll put like suckers and shit, and like all this stuff in my teeth, and just let them rot the fuck out, and so I can get like a prescription for perks or something. And I'm like, yo, you're fried, bro, fried as fuck. And I ended up like finessing him for like all his breakfast trays the whole time I was there. So I was happy because he was like a cuck, and he would just give me all his breakfast, so I didn't fucking knock his other 2 teeth out.
Jesus Christ. Thoreau, I didn't know you had these many stories.
Dude, I always tell people I'm like I age in dog years, bro, because like I've done so much shit in my fucking 24 years. Like it's wild, bro. I've got stories for days, dude. I used to be on some real fucking trash.
We're gonna make one special episode for you, Thoreau. We'll call it like the Thoreau special, and it'll be an
Yo,
hour review.
are you going to Vegas in October for the World CryptoCon?
It's like 80% for me. I'm going to the Toronto one probably. It's a bit more accessible.
When is that?
Mid-August. Like,
All right, if I'm not, well, shit, yeah. I'll try to make it out to that one, but if I can't get there,
mhm.
I'll see you at World CryptoCon. Hopefully, I haven't even like I'm not gonna go to the conference, but I'll just go out to Vegas and we could sit down and we could shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, man.
we'll just put both shows on, bro. We'll put the Twitch on, and then I'll bring like some mics and we could record for my show.
Yeah, I'd be so down for that, man. 100%.
Bring the blow, bro. I'll bring the I'll bring the booze.
I'm Canadian, man. You're gonna have to find the connects for that over there. I could bring the booze.
All right, yeah, deal. It's always snowing when Thoreau's around, so I'll make something happen.
Yo, sounds good, man. But yo, everyone at home, thanks for tuning in. I got some shit to do, and I'm sure Thoreau does also. So, dude, it was great
Sorry,
having
we
you on,
didn't
my
talk
friend.
about crypto at all today.
What's that, man?
I said sorry, everybody in the chat, that we didn't talk about crypto at all today.
Whatever. It's Sunday, man. It's Sunday's story day. But yo,
On the 7th day, the Lord said, "Let them rest."
but,
All right, bro. I'll see you. Peace. Thanks for having me on.
yo, dude, anytime, man. Have a good one. And yeah, to everyone in chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for helping me hit my goal of 500 followers in under 30 days, 24 days to be precise. And the next goal, as Thoreau said earlier, is 5,000 by September 23rd. That gives us less than 2 months, I believe. Yeah, like literally 7 weeks. So we got some motherfucking work to do. So guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in. My next stream is going to be, let's see, I posted it on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, I suggest you do, because that's where a majority of my shit goes down. Yeah, so the next stream is tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm going to be on Hackerman Ace's stream at 11. So he's going to be talking stocks and options. I'm going to drop by for an hour, say what's up. So the link is twitch.tv/acestacks. And you guys can catch me then. But the next one that you'll see me on my channel is Wednesday, 9 p.m. We're going to do the Wednesday night crypto chat, that podcast I do every fucking week at 9 p.m. EST. We're going to have Urban TA on with a couple other guests that I have to confirm with today. And yeah, hope you guys had a good time. Enjoy your Sunday. Don't do drugs. And if you do, in moderation, take care. Peace.